I was just thinking about this, Paul. We still don't know, right? It's for those of you that don't know, the Shamrock, very cool place, right? Always packed, somewhere between Marietta and Temecula. It is actually not in an official town. It's like the taint of Riverside, right? It's like right in the toss your salad. It's just right there. What do you like when you write down the address? What's the address? You say it's. Oh, you just say Winchester. We're the only bar in a 5-mile radius. That's what you put down on a piece of paper, and that's how they find you. It'd be cool. At least you're not in Temecula. Who's from Temecula? Where are my people at from Temecula? Yeah, there you go. I like this guy. Where are my people at from Marietta? Where are you guys at? Much happier people, right? Temecula, I was gonna live in Temecula, and every time I'd say to somebody, I'm gonna move to Temecula, every time I said it, it sounds like something you go to the doctor to get rid of, doesn't it? Like, Mr. Osborne, I'm sorry, but you got Temecula. I'm like, oh shit. How do I treat it? Just rub some Marietta on it, you'll be fine. Put some of that on there.
Another beer for you, miss? No, I'm good.
What if I don't take the medicine? What will happen? You'll get Elsinore. Nobody wants that shit. Take the medicine. Yeah, that's great. Anybody here from Elsinore besides the mayor? Yes, the mayor is actually here. Really? That's interesting. All your teeth. How interesting. I don't know, right? Maybe she's got an extra row in there somewhere. We don't know. It's like Alien. Just you open it and another mouth comes out. And you're like, oh, there it is. Elsinore. Okay, now I see. I'm going to pick on people just so you know. It gets weird, right? You're like, okay, somebody warned you, said if you sit up front and you're not white, he's probably going to pick on you. It's not true. Don't worry about it. What are you, Hispanic? You're a mixture. Native American, Italian, and some Mexican. You don't speak Spanish. So you're a lot of Mexican. You just don't speak Spanish. You don't want to do it. Trump's not here. It's okay to say you're Mexican. I'm not going to build a wall between you and everybody else at the table. You can just say, I'm Mexican, it's cool. You look Mexican, just be Mexican. Trying to hide their identity, right? Welcome. Is this your first time at a comedy show? Will it be your last time at a comedy show? No. Elsinore, though. All right, then you're Mexican, yeah. It's so much cooler if there was a black guy up front. Let me tell you, this show would just be, I got jokes for days. But unfortunately, we live in Temecula, Marietta, which are Indian words for no black people. So. What? Just the ones working and the one doing comedy. And other than that, we have to get a permit. So. Oh, shit. I gotta do comedy, man. I gotta do comedy because I'm not built to do anything else. And by built to do anything else, I mean I'm lazy, A. And B, I was born with a trumble. For those of you guys that don't know, I was born with a trumble. So it's really hard for me to do certain things. So a lot of people ask why I don't walk around with the mic. Why was I fumbling with the mic? Because if I pull the mic out, I don't look professional. Right? If I pull the mic out, I pretty much look like a blind hooker in Hemet. That's pretty much what it looks like. Right? I'm just like... I don't know. Guys come up to me after the show, if I'm holding a mic, and the guys will be like, yo, bro, were you nervous? And women are always like, why aren't you a gynecologist? Shut up, I'd be a great gynecologist, you know I would. I'd be like, Susan, second time this week, everything okay? Thanks for coming. Right on it. That's a total lie. I actually have no idea what a gynecologist does. I really don't. I have no idea. Bro, you even know what a pap smear is? Do you know, like, what is that? No, me neither. Sounds weird, though, doesn't it? If I said to you, hey, bro, go get a pap smear, it's fun, would you go? No. I can't believe women. This is what I visualize. Anytime somebody says, oh, I had to go get my pap smear, I just visualize he's in there. He's like, all right, put your legs up, good, spread them.
What? No, you go. Oh, go for it.
sorry.
That's all right.
Smear. If my dad would have said to me, son, when you get older, you're going to have to go in for a twist and jerk, I'd be like, fuck it, I'll take cancer. We're good, Dad. Right? Going in for any weird shit. Thank you so much. Somebody told you to bring this to me. She gets forced. My daughter, yeah, she's a good girl. It's my, I have 2 daughters, for those of you that don't know. I have one that's very, very smart, just got promoted to her job, and my other daughter's really pretty. So pretty, so pretty. The other one's so smart, so smart. I'm not calling you ugly, so never mind, it's not important. She knows. Holy hell. I grew up right, man. How old are you? 36. Wow. That's good for you. And I'm teasing, but I'm 48, right? And I remember when I was younger, I think, oh, 40, I didn't think you were old until you were like 60 or 70. And then I farted today, my back cracked. That's a real thing. That's how you know you're getting old, when you do shit, and one thing you do, and then all of a sudden something else hurts. Right? How many people in here are over 40? By applause. How many people are over 40? How many times have you ever stood up and grabbed your neck? Right? I've done that, right? You get up and you're like, oh shit, I didn't even use my neck. But it hurts. Another thing that's weird, the older I've gotten, the crevice in my butt is getting deeper and deeper. Right? I'll wipe, and then all of a sudden I'll turn around and there's no toilet paper in the toilet. Right? I'm digging around and it's just in there. Every time. It just doesn't come out. And you guys know what it's like. If you're my age, you know. Sometimes you go and you're like, did I even poop? Like, you're confused. Right? I'm always in there. I'm telling you, I've got a ton of toilet paper in there right now. If I fart, all the Mexicans are going to think a piñata just went off. They're looking for shit candy. It's really weird. I'm just saying, it's weird. It's so deep that, like, this happens too. Like, when we were kids, right, when you were over 40, you think back, when you were a kid, you had to fart, and you just stand there and go, you could just fart. And sometimes you lift your leg because it's fun, right? You're just like, and then everybody can hear it and smell it. These days, you don't hear older people fart so much because when the crevice of your butt gets, the fart never leaves your butt crack. Right? You'll fart, and you'll just have a fart bubble just sitting in there. Right? You ever see a guy standing around like this talking to you and he's going like this? He's got a fart bubble. Technically, his ass is a terrorist getting ready to release a gas bomb. That's what it's like. That's what it's like getting older. The older I get, the more I start thinking about things that I miss. Like, I grew up in the 70s, which means I grew up right? We didn't have shit like, you know, timeout. Right? We had blackout when I was a kid. That's what it was in my house. I didn't have a timeout in a corner unless I was unconscious at the time. That's how it worked. My dad would hit first, ask questions later. My mom could just say my name and I got my ass whooped. That's how it was when I was a kid. He would just hear, so I would hear, Rocky, bam! What did he do, Ginger? Yeah, got it. Get up. Time for dinner. Sorry about that. Get up. Get up. Wipe that blood off your ear. Get up. Stop being a little bitch. Get up. My dad was tough. He was, right? 6'2", 360 pounds. He was huge. Had a 52-inch waist. He'd take his belt off to hit us Indiana Jones music with fun. He was so crazy. Never, ever, ever take you to the hospital. Everything you were doing, you're just being a baby. I was on a teeter-totter once. Sitting on a teeter-totter, kid on the other end jumps off because he thinks it's funny. I fall off teeter-totter, wham, slams down, splits my leg wide open. True story, I have a scar. And I've never, like you'd be able to see it. But I have this, and I get hit with this thing, and I go home and I'm bleeding like crazy. I'm like, Dad, I'm probably gonna need stitches. He goes, you don't need stitches, let me see it. You're fine. And I'm like, no, it's still bleeding. He says, just go in the bathroom, there's stuff in the medicine cabinet. So I go to the bathroom, I open the medicine cabinet, I'm looking, I'm 9, I don't know anything, right? I go, all right, I'm in the medicine cabinet, what? And he goes, grab the Vagisil. I'm reading it, I'm like, does this work? He's like, no, but you're acting like a pussy, shut up. That's my dad. I'm a little irritated. His other favorite thing to say was rub dirt on it. All right, you guys have that, Dad? Problem is, in 2002, I fought and won full custody of my daughters. I've raised my daughters. Mom, no. Their mom died. But, not yet. But I'm hoping any day now. And, die, bitch. And, I raised them. That's right, Mother's Day yesterday. I'm like, bring me a gift. I am Mom and Dad. And my daughters, they come to me. I didn't know what to do. I got my girls at a young age, which means when they started turning of age, I had to figure shit out real quick because I don't know what they're watching. One minute they're watching SpongeBob, the next minute they're coming in going, Dad, what's yeast infection? What commercial? And I don't know. So I have to make shit up and make it seem like I know shit. I'm like, you're fine, sweetie. If you wake up in the morning and there's bread in your bed, don't eat it.
Boy, brother, boy.
I don't know what you people are doing down there. You old girls are freaking out. They're like, what? No, that's true, probably.
I'm sorry.
And, we'll get into that later. But, my oldest daughter, she came to me and she's like, Dad, I just started my girl thing. What do? I don't know. Rub dirt on it. Get away from me. Right? Grandma said to stop bleeding. Leave me alone, you freak. I love my daughters. I absolutely do. I have raised them for a very long time. They are all grown up. I was just remembering my girlfriend has 2 girls and they keep asking for a dog. And she's like, should we? And I'm like, oh, we are not getting a dog. My daughters, when they were younger, I'll tell you a quick story, wanted a dog. And I said, absolutely not. And then they cried and cried. And I said, all right, here's the deal. Here's what we're going to do. So they came home from school one day and I bought them a fish. And I put it in a fish bowl. And I left that fish bowl sitting on top of the kitchen counter. And I told them, all you have to do is take care of that fish. Feed that fish, take care of it for 3 months, and then we'll talk about the dog. So about 2 months into it, we're sitting at the dining room table, which happens to be right next to the island in the kitchen where the fish is. My daughter looks at me and says, Dad, remember you said if we took care of the fish for 3 months? I said, okay, good. Good point. Good point. It's only been a few months, but let's check. You, don't look at the fish. Don't look at the fish. Look at me. When's the last time you fed the fish? She goes, a couple days ago. Fair enough. When's the last time you cleaned his bowl? Last week. Good. You, when's the last time you fed the fish? A couple days ago. Great. When's the last time you cleaned his bowl? A couple weeks ago. Great. Look at the fish. They go, Dad, where's the fish? I go, he died a fucking month ago. And these are the people that have to take care of me when I'm older. Right? You clean your dad's diaper? I think so. No, he died. Your dad's died. We'll go back to playing Pokemon Go in the hospital. Oh man, I miss old shows. That's what I miss when I'm reminiscing the most about being a kid. I miss old shows. We used to have, back in the 70s, I had 3 channels. That's what we had in our house, right? We had 3 channels, and there was better shit on then than there is today. That's what I know, right? We have DirecTV. We have 378 channels of nothing. It's just nothing. It's perfect. Like, my dad should have been alive today. He could just keep pressing that remote for hours, and it wouldn't matter because he didn't ever really want to watch anything, right? But we had great shows. When I was a kid, we had great shows. Gilligan's Island was one of my favorite shows, right? The millennials they used to love that show too, but they called it Lost. Remember when that back? There was a show on TV the other day called 19 Kids and Counting. When I was a kid, there was a show called 8 is Enough. Right? We knew to quit. My absolute favorite show when I was a kid was Leave It to Beaver.
Yeah.
Now it's called Ellen. I don't care. I don't care. I'll find any lesbian in the room. I don't care. Don't you hate it though when you're watching TV these days? Commercials are getting out of hand, right? When I was a kid, you had about 20, 25 minutes of a show and 5 minutes of commercials in between. Now you got 5 minutes of a show and 28 minutes of commercials. And even when you're fast forwarding, you stop because you think the show's on. I get tricked all the time by the wrong show, the wrong commercial. Like the other day I was watching Transformers. I was 20 minutes into it before I realized it was just a 2020 special on Caitlyn Jenner. I get duped sometimes. Just get duped.
Oh.
You get caught up in that one commercial, Matthew McConaughey driving down the road, right? He's talking. You think he's going to go fuck somebody up, right? He's just driving down the road. All right, all right, all right. Sometimes you got to grab life by the horns. I'm like, oh, this is going to be good. Put the remote down. Lincoln commercial. Absolutely, just screwed, right? The worst is, I was watching, I love that show. I love watching those guys get busted. To Catch a Predator. I was watching that for 5 minutes before I realized it was just a Subway commercial. Right? How lucky is Jared, huh? In prison and still getting footlongs. I hear his new favorite is Black Forest ham. Just what I hear. I was on TV back in the early 90s. I was on MTV's Half Hour Comedy Hour, yay, right? And, wait, what? All these people over here are like, never heard of it. We were, neither of these guys either, don't worry about it, but we were, I think I talk to comics all the time, and they're like, oh, I'm trying to get on this show on Comedy Central, I'm trying to get on this, I'm trying to get on Jeopardy. Yeah, not because I'm smart, we've already figured that part out, but I would love to get on Jeopardy and answer every question before anybody else wrong on purpose. Right? I would just wait for certain questions and just buzz in right away. Stuff like, this Indian word means bankrupt. Beep. Rocky, what is pachanga? Get them all, right? This horrible accident took place in 1984. Beep. Rocky, what is the birth of Lady Gaga? Punch her in the poker face. This man produced the movie All Dogs Go to Heaven. Beep. Rocky, who is Michael Vick? Wow. There'd be some easy ones like everybody would get, you know, like the Batman, the Joker, and the Penguin. Beep. Rocky, this one's easy. Little short fat dude, a weirdo in makeup, and a guy in black and gray clothes that can't catch anyone. Who are the Oakland Raiders? All the stuff I've said about Mexicans so far, that was the most offensive. Charger fans at? Yeah, remember, your team sucks more. The Raiders won more games. Oh, did she flip me off? That's awesome. Oh my God. So who's dating? Let's get to the bottom of this. Where are my single people at, out of curiosity? Single people? And someone, there's people, that's there. Married couples, where are you at? People living together? None of the married people are living together. That's awesome. It'll last longer that way, that's for sure. I'm fortunate. I don't want to be dating today, man. It's just that all these websites, right? All these dating websites. Anybody meet anybody on a dating website? Who do I know? Everybody here uses Tinder, but anybody over here meet anybody online? You did? This guy you met online? Choose the right time to raise your hand, bro. Said you and another dude at the table, and he's like, Grindr, yeah, we met on Grindr. And my buddy here. But you're the buff one, so we know which one you are. We know who owns who, don't we? Oh, that's funny. Now this is funny. Because I'm thinking there's a chick sitting in the middle. Third penis. That is awesome. Or I'm assuming there's a penis. I don't know. We don't know in today's day and age. You gotta come check everybody when you go on a date these days. She's like, hi, nice to meet you. I'm like, hi, okay, we're cool. I don't shake hands anymore. I just grab crotches. I'm like, hi. You don't know. That's all I'm saying. You could have a couple of titties under there. Shit, you can have 3. I don't know. One in the back for dancing. What? It's okay to be gay, all right? I want to make sure that's clear, right? You guys, if any one of you are gay, I'm not bashing on you guys for being gay, right? These guys are judging, but I'm not. They are so uncomfortable, right? Which one of you is the most gay, is what I want to know. The one that came back from the bathroom? Right. He was in the back. Probably the one that plays fantasy football. Do you play fantasy football too? Just change the name. I hate fantasy. Just change the name. When I'm thinking of a fantasy, it never involves Phillip Rivers and a football. That's all I'm saying. Nobody's like, I'm playing fantasy football. I'm like, oh, good for you. Yeah, me too. Nothing wrong with being gay, man. There isn't. You know what I mean? We're all a little gay, right? It's every guy in this room is at least a quarter, half gay. Would you guys agree with me? Look, he won't even look at me right now. Look at you. No, but it's true, right? When you say you're at least don't flip me off. I'm not. See, some people think that's just him being rude, but it's not. He's trying to ask me out. Here's the true story. This is a true story. I was performing at this club one night, and there's these two guys in the back, and they're just talking the whole show. And I said, hey, are you guys going to keep talking, or are you going to quiet down so I can do my set? And one of them flips me off. And I said, no thanks, fag, I'm full. After the show, the guy comes up, another dude comes up and goes, yo, bro, you probably want to leave. And I go, why? And he goes, oh, those gay guys were saying they were going to beat you up after. Or they either said they were going to beat me up or they were going to pound my ass later. I don't know what they said. So I wasn't going to like it. I always find that the people that are the most homophobic, who's that? Hey, your table right there. Which one are you the most? Just face it. Come on. It's like if I say who's the most racist, I will raise my hand. Super racist. I hate every race. The ones that are always the most homophobic are always the ones that appear to be the most gay, don't they? Yeah. Like they're always the ones that are like, oh, dude. It's like here, they're like, oh, get that gay guy away. I don't want to be anywhere near. It's like, look, I'm afraid of snakes. Right? But if you've got a boa constrictor, or you've got them all wrapped around your arm and stuff, I'm like, oh, don't touch it. And that's how I feel about homophobes sometimes. Right? But they're just like, oh, no, man, those gay guys. Okay, I'll try. I'll just, okay. You know, fuck it, I'm a good skier. All right. Right? Nothing wrong with it. It's fine, the guys that are the most are always the ones that cry stuff. My favorite is when we were kids, we used to play this game called Smear the Queer. Remember that? Right? Where you throw a football to somebody, and then you run and tackle him, and then you dry hump him while telling him how gay he is. Right? You throw the ball, you run, and then you take him down, and you're like, oh, you're so gay. So gay right now. So good. No, don't get up. I want to show you how gay you are. You're in college, you always got that one guy that's like, always like, oh, dude, he's passed out. Oh, he passed out. Dude, I'm going to take a picture here. Put my penis right next to him. Take a picture. Oh, dude, he's so gay. Look at how he's oh, it's just going right in his mouth. He's so gay right now. Everybody leave the room so I can show how gay he is. I'm gay. I was born gay. We're all gay, right? We're all born guys, right? With me on this too? No? Why do all the guys freak out? Oh, look away, right? It's like I'm talking to you guys. Well, here's the deal. What's your name, bro? Yeah. Chris, Rocky. I like the way you made your voice deeper for that. Chris. Sound like the blackest person in the world right there. Chris, motherfucker. Chris, you right-handed or left-handed? Right-handed. Straight, right? Straight, right? No. I'm right-handed too, right? Throw a ball with your right hand, you look like a man. You ever throw a ball with your left hand? Gay. That is your hand. Right? If you have ever tried to throw a ball with your left hand, your left hand is gay. Right? You pick up a ball, you're like, I'm going to try this. You better back up, right? It's okay, is what I'm getting.
That's pretty good.
It's easier than dating, that's for sure. I'll tell you that. Dating is tough, man. I tried that online dating. It is so tough. Women lie, guys lie. Women lie mainly about everything. Right? Anybody here ever been catfish before? You show up, you think the person looks one way, you get there and it's your dad. Right? What you do is you're with her. Oklahoma. Is this too far for you guys? It's just a little too far. See, I left you alone, right? But you don't speak Spanish. I wish I spoke Spanish. I could say some cool things to you. I've always wanted to meet a girl. My girlfriend speaks Spanish. I always wanted to meet a girl that spoke Spanish because when you hear girls speaking Spanish and they roll their R's, right? They're like, oh, Rocky. I'm like, oh. Say my name. Right? Rock. I'm just like, keep saying it. No, rock. I have a lot of Spanish friends. They call me names in Spanish that I know. Like my friend is, I think it's friend. It's pendejo. Say pendejo, and I'm like, oh, that's right. We're good friends, bro. It's hard. I can't understand it. I always try to learn it, but I can't understand it because they talk so fast. It's like, I don't get it. The most beautiful language in the world, the French language. Anybody here speak French? Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Oh, of course you do. That's right. My daughter's French teacher. Oh, it's a beautiful language. You could say, I have to take a dump in French, and I'll come with you. She's like, oh, Jonas, c'est quoi? Poo poo. I'm like, fuck it, let's go. I'll watch. I'll hold your butt cheeks. It sounds beautiful. Right? Harshest language in the world, the Japanese language. Where are my Japanese people at? Pachanga, that's right. Not one Asian person. Nobody that wants to admit it. No, it's crazy, but the Japanese language, vicious. My daughter and I are at the mall. We're walking through the mall. This guy sounds like he's yelling at his wife. He's like, shut up, shut up, shut up. So she gets away from him, and I walk over and I go, hey, is everything okay? She said, yeah, why? I said, oh, it looked like he was yelling at me. She said, no, he just said, meet me in the food court 1 hour. My mind immediately goes to the bedroom. Right? Because when I'm in the bedroom, I like to talk. I like to have fun. I'm in there like, yeah, girl, you like that? Yeah, you do. Yeah. Feel that? Yeah, who's your daddy? That's me. Can you imagine how vicious it is in a Japanese bedroom? They're just in there hardcore in that shit. He's just, let's go. Oh, yes, I know the favorite part of that joke is all of you women look at me going, no, you do not look like this in the bedroom. I love it when I'm doing, like, when I'm in the bedroom, I'm like, and then all the women are like, no, the fuck, you're not. I'm white, I know I don't look like that. I think I do though, right? I think, like, black dudes can do it to music. I've always been, they're just like, let's get it on. Like, they can just do, Mexicans can do it to music. They're like, da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. White guys, we got nothing. Right? I know when I'm in there, I'm just... She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, don't talk. Turn over. She's always like, why do you always want to be behind me when you finish? Oh, because I know what I look like and you shouldn't have to see that. Right? I know when I come, I look like a kid with special needs reaching for a ball. Right? I know I'm like, oh yeah, hear it. I know. Oh, I know. You gotta be careful when you're in the bedroom too. Be careful. If you got to be careful in the bedroom. Wear a condom. Like if you don't know the person or she's from heaven, like wear a condom. Or two, right? She's from heaven. Just and look, guys hate it, right? I hate it. I told my girl, I said, look, babe, I go, you just take the pill. I don't like wearing a condom. I can't feel anything. She goes, good, we'll be even. It's not funny actually. And I do, but here's the deal. When she makes me wear a condom, I love Star Wars, right? So if I'm going to wear a condom, I'm going to break out into some characters during sex, right? I can wear just a bright yellow one and do Donald Duck, right?
I'm sorry.
You're okay.
Like I could do Donald Duck, I can do maybe some Scooby-Doo. My favorite, Star Wars, right? I just get in there, I don't even tell her when I want to have sex. I go in the bathroom, I get her aroused, and I put on a glow-in-the-dark green or red one. And then I just turn off all the lights, and then when she's laying there falling asleep, I jump on the bed above her, and then I start swinging it like it's a Star Wars lightsaber. I'm like, oh, the sex is strong with this one. Get creative. Have fun in there, man. I'm wearing one now because I don't trust you people in the front row. Oh, hell. I was talking about being white and having sex is brutal. I'm horrible. I know I'm horrible. My ex-wife, you guys know her, actually, a very famous woman. She was in a book. Her name is Satan. And you guys, shut up. You don't know her. She is just die already. And now you know why she won't die, because she's the ever-living spirit of the devil. She used to tell me all the time. She's like, you are just horrible in here. Oh, I know. I see a naked girl, I feel like a kid in a candy store. I just want to touch and grab and taste. I'm like, what's this? What's it? I'm just... Anywhere wherever it goes, I don't care. I once had a girl ask me to stick it in her ear. I think she did. Every time I tried to put it in her mouth, she kept going. So you see a girl walking around with those big ear hole things in her head. I did it. My ex-wife, she's like, you're just grabbing my boobs. We don't know, ladies, in case you didn't know this, we don't know what to do with boobs. We don't. We watch porn our whole lives. We just watch, they're in there just grabbing, the girls are like, ooh, so I'm like, ooh, like, we don't know, right? I just grab, I don't know what to do, right? She's like, she goes, oh, when you go downtown, you have no, I don't, because she was always yelling at me. She's like, you're not doing it right. Just do the alphabet. I'm like, pick a letter, bitch. And she's just like, and it's nonstop. And I know, I go down on her, I felt like a homeless cat that just found a random saucer of milk, right? And I'm scared because I have no idea who it belongs to. And I'm like, it's horrible. I'm horrible at it. We have no training, right, guys? We never had any training. You women are trained your whole lives. You got suckers, you got lollipops, you got ice cream. You don't see guys walking around eating tacos like, you know? We gotta wing it. We have no idea. I wish when I was younger, I remember when I was younger, and I don't know if they still do this in school, but I remember when I was younger, it was just a bunch of guys outside playing flag football one day. And I'm like, where are the girls? And they're like, they're in a classroom. You guys were getting this talk that we never got, right? They were giving you girls the talk. They were like, your bodies are going to change. These are going to grow. This is going to smell. Like they told you, shut up, it smells, don't boo. You know. And meanwhile, I wish while that was going on, my wrestling coach would have been like, all right, just the guys? All right, boys, take your combination lock. Put it on the floor. Put your hands behind your back. Open it with your mouth. Why, coach? You'll thank me later. If you don't get that joke, your man's doing something really wrong. You can take them home later when you're home, just be like, all right. It'd be great if it worked like that, wouldn't it? Because then I could just go down there and you could just be like, 17, 22, 34. No, you went past it. Go around, clear it 3 times. Clear 3 times. Clear that shit. Oh, shit. It's tough, man. It's tough. I think it's tough all the way around. You girls, granted, I say it, right? I have no idea. I'm just boobs. I just grab. I have no idea what I'm doing. But ladies, you women are no better on the stick than we are on the knobs. Let me tell you that. Right? Guys, back me up. You know what I'm talking about. You girls are always grabbing that thing like you're trying to shift the car into 2nd gear or something. And without using the clutch, you're just like, right? And it hurts. I had a woman a couple weeks ago. She goes, I've never had any complaints. Here's why, slut. Because we're guys. We're smart. I know if I go, ow, ow, you're hurting me, she'll just go, fine, I won't touch it anymore. So we have to act like we like everything. I'm like, no, you're good. Just keep hitting it like a ketchup bottle. Yeah, oh yeah. Keep doing that. Hey, babe, while you're down there, why don't you just put both hands on it? Give me an Indian burn from 2nd grade. Why don't you give me one of those? Right? No, it hurts. There's a right way and there's a wrong way to do it. If you're with the black guy, yeah, use your shoulder. You need it. I get it. Right? White guy, break at the elbow. Break at the elbow. Mexican guy, break at the wrist. Break at the wrist. Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. I hope you had fun. Thank you.